the light source is very impressive. It gives you very good aim. Hello and welcome everybody. In today's video we are checking out the laser light. Oh yeah, this is the Oilght that comes. And why would I use this for this BB gun? This is the Brianna HD version, and I think this makes a perfect companion for your self-defense needs. The thing is, if you don't have a laser sight, you can't actually see what you're aiming for, especially at night. Or of course just aiming for any target whatsoever. This thing is kind of like, oh, I don't know what I'm aiming for. It's kind of hard for you to aim. And with the Oilght, you get this whole thing solved out. So we have two different lights here that this thing actually goes through. And in the middle, you get both of them. And then you can choose whatever one you want on the sides, and you can switch them into. So if you want just the light, you flip it into that, and you press on it, and it turns it on. Right there. And when you let go, it lets go. Now, if you press on it in a certain way, and you hold it in, so pretty much if you hold it in using a certain amount of force, it's very delicate by the way, it just stays on. Whoa, whoa, oh, whew. Really is bright. And why is it bright? Because it shines light through the camera and it goes right in my eyes. So you have to be careful with that, and especially when I turn the laser on, I don't want to actually shine this in my eyes as well. So the laser sight is really good, and this one I got the green version. So you might be asking which is better, the green version or the red version, which is also for sale. Now I'm going to be turning the laser light on, and you can't actually see much of it over here. And even if you place on it and it turns on, the laser light is kind of really cool. And you can turn both of them on over here as well. So you can turn both the laser light and the light itself too. So not only you light up the target and everything. The LED light is really awesome, by the way. It's one of the things you always see in the movies. They use the LED light. But in reality, in real life, the green light is much better than the LED one. And why is that? Why is the green light more superior than the LED one? First, you can see it in more environments. The human eye is trained to see green better than red. The problem of the red light is that it doesn't glow as well as the red, so it's harder for you to actually locate your target. On the other hand, the red light looks more menacing, so that's a good thing for it. But if you are for practical purposes and for tactical purposes, the green light is better. Just think about it this way. If you are in the military, you're aiming for somebody, last thing you want them to know is to notice there is actually a red light on you. If it's green, they don't really notice it as much. This is why people in the military probably use the green light more than the red one, because of tactical purposes for that. The good thing about the Oilght is the actual size of it. You can see how small it is compared to the actual gun itself. And no, I'm not aiming to my face. It is right here. You can see that it's practical illusion. You think it's right next to me? No. See, just some people would think that's what it is. Now, it also has the safety on, and at the same time, there's nothing in the chamber. Nothing at all. Now, the good thing about the Brianna is that it never has one of the guns, like the ammo, accidentally will get stuck in here. It doesn't happen. If it does and it stays in here, it's just going to fall off if you're going to be moving it down, which is the good thing about the Brianna thing. And it has the safety feature, but don't ever rely on the safety feature, because the safety feature might actually fail. And we have both of them on. Accidentally I turn on both features here, both of those things. So if you are, make sure you're doing it the correct way. So if you just want the floodlight, just keep the floodlight on. If you want the laser light, just move it to the laser light. Otherwise, right in the middle, you can turn both features on at the same exact time. So there's more things about the Oilght that are very interesting over here, and why I really like it so much. Not only it's easy for you to just turn this on for a second and everything else, it's also rechargeable. And there is a small, really miniature charger you can use for USB charger, or actually use this as a wall charger. But the great thing is it still stays on the actual weapon. It stays on it. You don't need to take the weapon out and change the battery. It's rechargeable battery right there. And you just press on here and it's magnetic and it charges the actual thing. This is one of the coolest things you can get for yourself. And you can shoot at the targets and actually see what you're aiming for. Because otherwise, you don't know what you're actually shooting at. At night, you can't even see anything. Let's go ahead and do some testing and check out how accurate or inaccurate this thing actually is. With the lights on and just turning on, this is just the regular light. It looks pretty good. It gives me an ability to see a lot with the light itself. Now we're going to be checking the laser light on. We're just turning the laser, and you can see this is pretty good. It's very impressive. It goes all the way to the end of this. And the light itself is super extremely bright. So you can definitely get both of them in if you actually want to. There's different modes here that we can go through. And if you just need the light itself without the laser, you can do this as well. Right in the middle, now we have both of them going at the same exact time, but it's hard to see the laser light. It's right in there if you really pay attention, but really the ultimate mode for you is to choose which one you want. It's either going to be just the laser light or just the flashlight, or actually both of them. And I do suggest for you to pick whichever one you want. The light source is very impressive. It gives you very good aim for what you're doing, and specifically if you're going to be doing just the laser light, it also is very good as well. So definitely I recommend this for you. It gives you a lot of brightness, and you'll be able to aim with your targets and be able to find whatever you actually need to shoot at, and it gives you a huge distance with it as well. So we have here the Oilght. And why did I get the Oilght versus anything else? Well, first of all, it was on sale. I got it for a very good price for the Black Friday deals, and it just seems like the best laser out there for its actual price. This is the mini version of the Oilght. This is my first time actually trying out the laser, and it comes with this cheap package, which I was totally unimpressed by. So let's do an unboxing and check it out. Now, definitely doesn't say anything about the product for them to have a package such as this. And I'm not impressed with the package. It comes with those small extra tools here. It comes with like miniature instruction manual. This is like for miniature as well, which is actually written in a few different languages. Right here. So in the back, doesn't really say that much to it. Extremely cheap presentation. I'm not happy with this. Apart from that, where is the product? Oh yes, well the product is actually sitting right on my BB gun, which is the Brianna HD version, which is one of the better BBs that exist out there. It's not actually a BB gun. It actually shoots .68 balls out of it, which is kind of cool. It comes with this projector over here. Put it right down, and it's still in a safe mode over here. And not to mention, if you guys are going to give me any trouble, there's no ammo in here. It's all totally empty. Now, Another thing about this, what I like about this, is just the slim, small size. It actually fits perfect on this BB gun. You can see right here. And it's very easy for you to actually use it. I'm going to go into the different modes in a second. So let's go ahead and show you it up close and personal so you can see what I mean by this really cool feature here. So right in the middle, it's neutral. It doesn't go anywhere. But then you can choose either the laser, or you can choose the light in the laser and the equivalent of that. And when you turn it on, you just press on this button right here and you turn it down. So you're getting whatever you like in here. Now for this to keep on, you gotta press on it in a certain way, and then it will stay on. Other than that, it's just intermediate, which is right now. It's kind of cool, but initially, unless you get the actual hang of it correctly, it's not going to actually turn on and stay on. You will have to actually keep on pressing it for this to actually be on.